For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Terrence Walker is suing Sierra Jones in the amount of $273.09. Mr. Walker claims his ex-wife got angry when he crashed their son's birthday party and says she got aggressive and damaged his expensive sweater.
Mr. Walker, you are suing your ex-wife for a grand total of $273.09.
That is correct.
What could have ever happened that would make you sue her for that amount of money? You took the day off from work, right? Took the day off from work,
Yes.
not getting paid.
No.
Okay, that's more than $273.09.
Yes, you're correct.
So explain.
On that day, it was a Saturday, Your Honor. It was our son's birthday. And
How old is your son?
he turned 7. Your
Okay.
Honor. On that day, I showed up to my son's birthday. There was a security guard present on the day, and they wouldn't let me in because they said that my name wasn't on the guest list. At this point in time, I made my way inside, said happy birthday to my son. My ex-wife, Sierra, got a little irate, and she ended up ruining her sweater that, it ended up costing me about $270 to repair.
Wow. So you two share a son.
Yes.
You're divorced.
Yes.
Yes.
How long have you been divorced?
For about 2 years.
Okay. I'm going to regret asking this question. Do you, before this incident, co-parent amicably?
Yes.
Yes.
Your son's always first?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened this time that made this different?
Honestly, I believe it was because of the new woman that I'm dating.
But why? You guys are divorced. Why she should care?
You're very right, and I would ask her that same question. I show up to my son's life. I'm present. I've been a good father, Your Honor. Prior to the event, I had asked my wife, my ex-wife, when we were having our son's birthday, and she just blatantly ignored me.
Do you both usually throw the parties together?
We
Yes,
have in the
we
past.
do.
Oh, so this is regular. So one through 6th years, always together, always united.
Yes.
Yes.
But this year you decided to throw a birthday party on your own.
Yes.
And you didn't tell him
Yes.
and didn't invite him.
Yes.
Why?
That is because he started dating a friend that I knew and had a suspicion that he was cheating on me with while we were married. So because
But you're divorced.
Yeah,
Who
but
cares? The past is past.
yeah, but if it were one of his friends that I just started dating after we got divorced, when there were suspicions when we were together, I felt like he would feel that that was disrespectful too. It's crossing a boundary.
I'm having a hard time following the soap opera. So you cheated on this woman?
No, Your Honor. I had friends. When you have.
Why
you
did you
have
guys
friends.
get divorced? Not that it should matter for the 200.
You know what? I feel like I outgrew this relationship. Exactly what she's showing you now, the immaturity level.
Okay, so you just grew apart and you divorced.
Exactly.
You didn't cheat on her?
No.
You did cheat on him? Did you cheat on him?
No, but
Okay,
he cheated
good.
emotionally.
Okay, so you didn't cheat on each other. All right, so then you decide to have the birthday party knowing it was going to make him mad, right? You knew it was going to piss him off,
Well,
right? You had it. Tell me about the birthday party. Did he know about the party that you were having?
No.
So you decided not to invite him and you decided to hire a security guard not to let him in?
No, the security already works at the skating rink, so they were already there prior to the
Why
party.
did you need the security guard to check the guests?
Because I did have a specific guest list and he wasn't on it, so I wanted to make sure.
So you did that on purpose to make sure that person could not go in. And then what happened?
I went to the skating rink that day. The security was there. The security guards were actually pretty cordial.
How did you find out about the birthday party?
So I actually found out through my girlfriend now.
Okay.
She actually works at the school that my son goes to. There was some chatter, and it was actually the day before. And for weeks, we talked about this, or at least I reached out to try to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've never not had a birthday party together. She has our son during the week. I have him on the weekends. And to be honest, it was on a Saturday. So this is actually actually a time where I should be with my son.
Okay.
You know, whether it was his birthday or not.
So why didn't you have him on that Saturday if you have him on the weekends?
I was confused. I was very confused.
She didn't.
But
Do you normally drop him off on Saturdays?
Yes, but this.
Oh, so she didn't drop him off. I see. So
No.
you didn't drop him off at his house for Saturday.
No, I did not.
You were ready just to give it to him, weren't you?
Well-
You were going to keep him for the weekend. You were going to have a party, and you were not going to invite him. And you created a list so he wouldn't go.
If you put it that way, then.
So petty.
Thank you.
Wow. I feel sorry for your son.
Coming up on Justice for All.
at that point in time, the security did come over because they saw things were starting to get a little bit
Then you
escalated.
two were fighting.
Yes, it
And they
did.
kicked you out.
They did.
And later,
So I was forced to move out of my home that I had lived in with my daughter and find a new place. It was very disruptive to our lives, and I'm suing him for the moving costs.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Terrence Walker, who is suing Sierra Jones for property damage.
Okay, so what happened then?
When I got to the birthday party, the security guard asked me who I was. I told him who I was. I wasn't on the list. He proceeded to go get my ex-wife. She came. She told me I couldn't come in, but I saw my son roller skating, so I let myself in. I walked over to my son. I told him happy birthday. At that point in time,
Did the security guard prevent you from coming in?
he told me I wasn't invited. He never put his hands on me at that point in time.
Okay, so you went in, said hello to your son, happy birthday, and what? Did you proceed to walk out?
No. At that point in time, I was in the building. I felt like I should be there for my son.
So you decided to stay.
I did, Your Honor.
And then what happened next?
Sierra actually told her son to continue to enjoy his birthday party, which he should have, and that she wanted to talk to me. And when he left, this is when she ruined my sweater. So she gets a little aggressive at times. She was putting her hands on my face, telling me I shouldn't be there. She talks with her hands a lot. Sometimes her nails are long. And at that point in time, I'm telling her she needs to get her hands out of my face, which I proceeded to grab her hands and tell her, no, she can't do that. This is very disrespectful. She continued to kind of, she was just aggressive. It was like
And what'd you do next?
at that point in time, the security did come over because they saw things were starting to get a little bit escalated.
Then you two were fighting.
Yes, it did.
And they kicked you out.
They did.
So two grown people are fighting with each other.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. The older I get, the more I realize that people mentally never leave high school. Did any of the parents see what happened?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
So what do you think they did? They probably told their kids, and your son probably knows that mom and dad were fighting at the skating rink. Wow. Have you two talked to him about this? No. Have you not? Yes, no?
Yes, but just briefly.
Does he know you were fighting?
Yeah, he heard that mommy and daddy were getting riled up at his party, and he was kind of upset.
As he should be.
So me telling him to go play didn't work. He found out about it anyways, so. I was trying to hide
And you
it.
told him not to worry about it? That's it? He didn't deserve an explanation?
Yeah, he does. I apologized that
Have
we
you
couldn't be
spoken
adults.
to your son?
I haven't had the proper conversation with him yet. Your Honor, I do feel embarrassed about my actions, and this is not the way that I want to be a man and a role model to my son. I'm still figuring that out for myself. This was...
Suing her for $273 was not a good start. Because he'll find out about this. Hopefully he doesn't find out about this, but he'll find out about it. So, the thing is you're divorced.
Yes.
At the end of the day, she can do whatever the heck she wants.
Correct.
You can do whatever the heck you want, right? If you have an amicable relationship, you should talk about whatever pertains to your son, right? But I understand why you got upset. I totally get it. And I have a gut feeling Ms. Jones knew that this would upset you and cause you to react this way. Just because you're dating somebody that she doesn't approve of, which is even pettier, because it shouldn't even matter to you unless you still have feelings for him. You shouldn't even care who he's dating. You were petty, it's even, that's it. How could I even, as a court, even entertain the notion that she destroyed your property, because that's what you're alleging, when you actually had a part in the destroying of the property? You were equally responsible. Because until you grabbed her hands in self-defense or et cetera, what you were doing, I'm not calling it self-defense, that's when the hands started going and then you got kicked out by the security guard. You're equally responsible for damaging your sweater, AKA property. Mr. Walker.
Yes.
I'm going to look at you straight in your face, in
Yes.
your eyes. Does the sweater really matter?
No, Your Honor.
I always have a good sense about people. I think you guys are doing your best. Nothing in my gut tells me that you're not a great mother, a beautiful woman, the same for you, an incredible father, good father figure. Being a parent is not easy. I make mistakes every single day. When I think I got it, I don't got it. It is the hardest thing that we as adults could ever go through, ever.
Yes.
This is a huge lesson for you that will redefine your relationship and how you treat your son. Okay? So, without judging you personally, my job is to make a decision. So, Mr. Walker, based on the evidence, I will deny your claim for $273.09. Okay? I think you should take that in and accept responsibility, right? As you, Ms. Jones, should also accept responsibility. It's not a smile. It's not something that you should be happy that the court's not going to reimburse him $273 for his beautiful yellow sweater. It should be a mark on you as saying, I am so ashamed. Because I saw the smile that, oh, I won. It's not about winning. Because you're going to have to go home and talk to your 7-year-old son. That's the person who's really going to judge you, not me. So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim. I will rule in favor of the defendant just for the yellow sweater, for nothing else. Okay? Take care of yourself, take care of your son. The same for you. Okay? Good luck.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Well, I felt like you shouldn't have been there anyway, so.
I mean, there should be consequences to your reaction, but maybe this is our first therapy session.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Like, how many people would you have over Mr. Lasky on a Monday or a Tuesday?
4 to 5 people.
And did you play loud music?
I played music. I did not play the music loud. It was early in the morning.
What time did you have the parties?
At times it would be around 6:30 in the morning.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Madison Blake is suing Harrison Lasky in the amount of $2,900. Ms. Blake claims her neighbor threw loud parties in the middle of the week that made it unbearable to live in her duplex, and says she and her daughter were forced to move.
Good morning, Ms. Blake. You are suing your ex-neighbor, technically, for some moving fees, $2,900 worth of moving fees, correct?
Yes, that's
All right,
correct.
just give me a little bit of background.
I was living in a duplex next to my former neighbor, Mr. Lasky, and he was having incessant loud parties and would not stop them after going over there and asking him politely and kindly several times, notifying my landlord and calling the police. And so I was forced to move out of my home that I had lived in with my daughter and find a new place. It was very disruptive to our lives, and I'm suing him for the moving costs.
Okay, so from what I understand, you lived there first.
Yes.
And how long had you been living there?
Before he moved in, I was living there for a year.
Okay, a year. And you lived with your daughter? How old is your daughter?
14.
14. Okay. So then just tell me about what did he do that became such a nuisance, technically, to you that you were forced to move out?
So almost right away, Mr. Lasky started having parties at night in the middle of the week, typically on a Monday night, sometimes Tuesday night.
And what kind of parties were they? Were they dinner get-togethers or were they parties?
They were parties.
Okay. Like how many people would you have over Mr. Lasky on a Monday or a Tuesday?
4 to 5 people.
And did you play loud music?
I played music. I did not play the music loud. It was early in the morning.
What time did you have the parties?
At times it would be around 6:30 in the morning.
I went over there to ask him to turn down the music and to keep the noise level down, and there were at least 15 people.
15 people, that's different than 4 to 5.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Madison Blake, who is suing Harrison Lasky for moving costs.
So you would throw parties at 6:30 in the morning?
I'm not calling the parties. She's calling the parties.
At 6:30 in the morning?
Anybody that gets done their work week, in my opinion, is entitled, not that it matters, my opinion, is entitled to have their time off as they see fit, as long as they're quote-unquote
It's true. But you also live next door to her and you have other neighbors. So what time would he throw his parties on Mondays and Tuesdays?
He'd start in the evening, sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night, and they'd go on for many hours.
Okay. He claims he had 4 to 5 people over. Was that true?
No, in fact, I went over there to ask him to turn down the music and to keep the noise level down, and there were at least 15 people.
15 people. That's different than 4 to 5. So from what I understand, your landlord allowed you to break the lease and you moved out due to the nuisance that the defendant caused, right?
Yeah. In fact, I actually have a recording that I gave to the bailiff of
the noise?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's listen to it. Why not? Be good to find out what 4 to 5 people do, right?
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
We'll listen to it. Wow. That was every night? Is that, how many people is that? 4 or 5 people, or 2 people, 3 people?
I don't know what night that was, and I don't know if just because somebody writes down when they heard parties that's true.
Okay, all right. So what is true, though, which is a fact, is that your landlord actually warned you several times and actually also evicted you because of the noise issue.
Months later, yes.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
So it's established that the landlord found you to be a nuisance to her and to other people that lived in the neighborhood, right? That's why he basically terminated your lease and evicted you. So that's clear. So you are suing for the moving costs, right?
Yes. I would have been living there right now if he were not my neighbor.
Objection. Right. Anybody cannot make anybody do anything. I cannot make you leave somewhere. You said you have a daughter. Absolutely certain in elementary school she was told that you can't make anybody do anything.
Anything else, Mr. Lasky? Your arguments aren't making any sense.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it, Your Honor.
That's it? All right. So you guys were neighbors. It's not even an allegation. You were a nuisance to her, a private nuisance. The landlord did exactly what he needed to do under the state of California, is give you all the warnings, and finally, if you did not stop, evict you, and that's exactly what he did, terminated your lease. Unfortunately, she had to move out, and the only reason why she moved out is because you were a nuisance. So it is logical to conclude that you are responsible for her moving costs in the amount of $2,900. It's pretty simple, okay? Wow. So based on the evidence, I will grant your claim. Ms. Blake, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $2,900.
Well, obviously, I'm glad about what the judge decided, and I hope you're more courteous to your neighbors in the future.
I hope someone invites you to a party one day.
Thank you.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.